そんなに怖いですか？私が。
This is Ashley with WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 one-man army fights in anime. For this list, we'll be looking at the moments in anime where both heroes and villains demonstrated their true strength by taking on multiple opponents, and even entire armies by themselves. Which one-man bloodbath left you trembling with excitement? Let us know in those comments below, and as always you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which anime list you want to see next. Number 10, Goku vs Red Ribbon Army, Dragon Ball. Before the gods of destruction, androids, alien conquerors, and the return of the Demon King Piccolo, the biggest threat to the world was the Red Ribbon Army. That is until a young boy with a tail came into the picture. While searching for the Dragon Balls to resurrect the father of his friend Upa, Goku's mission leads him into one final confrontation with this mecha-filled militia. Be it bullets, rocket launchers, or even snipers, the army is powerless to stop Goku from completely eradicating their forces. And this was before he even learned to go Super Saiyan. Number 9, Rimuru vs the Kingdom of Falmouth. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Rimuru may be an easygoing guy and a benevolent ruler, but even he has his limits. Following an invasion by the armies of Falmouth, Rimuru returns to find his home in ruins and his people slaughtered. Willing to do whatever it takes to bring them back, Rimuru decides to wipe the tens of thousands of human soldiers and harvest their souls to become a demon lord. What follows is a one-sided massacre as Rimuru wipes out his foes with a single spell. Rimuru may desire for humans and monsters to coexist, but threatening his home and people is a guaranteed one-way ticket to oblivion. Number 8, Saito vs 70,000 soldiers, the familiar of Zero. Who knew that this average Joe from Japan would turn into such a badass? Thanks to the magic runes given to him as the familiar of Luis the Zero, Saito can wield and master virtually any weapon. The true limits of his ability are revealed during Saito's final battle against the Kingdom of Albion. Refusing to let Louise go on a suicide mission to hold off Albion's forces, Saito takes her place. With nothing but the sword and clothes on his back, he single-handedly holds off Albion's massive invasion force. While he is eventually overwhelmed, it's still amazing that Saito was able to take on so many soldiers for as long as he did in order to protect the one he loves. Number 7, Douglas Bullet vs everyone, One Piece Stampede. Leave it to Oda to create a villain bold enough to take on some of the biggest powerhouses in One Piece. After crashing the Pirates Festival, Luffy and the other supernovas from the worst generation are challenged by Douglas Bullet, a former member of the Roger Pirates on par with Dark King Rayleigh himself. Not only does Bullet easily defeat most of the supernovas, he takes things into overdrive by using his awakened devil fruit powers to turn himself into a giant monster, allowing him to take on members of the Seven Warlords, Sabo of the Revolutionary Army, as well as the Marines and their Buster Call. Despite losing in the end, there's no denying that Bullet's power is truly the stuff of legends. Number 6, Urza vs 100 Monsters. Fairy Tail. Beautiful and powerful, there is little that Fairy Tail's strongest female mage can't do. During the Pandemonium event of the Grand Magic Games, Urza takes the competition by storm after declaring that she will take on all of the high-grade monsters by herself. Despite being outnumbered, Urza puts her arsenal of magic armors and weapons to good use to counter and overpower everything that her monstrous foes throw her way. With sheer strength and indomitable willpower, Urza does the impossible by destroying all 100 monsters by her lonesome. It's moments like this which remind us of why Urza deserves the title of Titania. Number 5, Aizen vs everyone. Bleach. Aizen may be arrogant, but there's no denying he has the power to back it up. After the downfall of the Espada, the Shinigami and Vizards joined forces to put a stop to his genocidal ambitions. While it initially seems like both groups and their diverse abilities have driven Aizen into a corner, it's not long before he turns their hope of victory into despair. Not only was Aizen unaffected by their attacks, he also revealed that he was manipulating them from the very beginning before brutally cutting them down. While Aizen's opponents are by no means weak, they may as well be insects to someone of his caliber. Number 4, Father vs everyone. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. When your opponent is the immortal who wiped out a whole civilization, it's a safe bet that you're in for one hell of a fight. After foiling his plans to absorb the souls of everyone in Amestris, Edward Elric and his many allies proceed to unleash a bombardment of military and alchemical might to slowly wear down Father's dying strength. Driven into a corner, Father goes berserk and unleashes his alchemic abilities to quell all remaining resistance. However, through great sacrifice on behalf of Alphonse and greed, Edward turns the tables on Father by breaking him back down to size as the dwarf in the flask. Number 3, Utsuro vs everyone. Gintama. Immortality can often be more of a curse than a blessing, and no one understands that better than Utsuro. Due to his undying nature, Utsuro suffered through unimaginable pain and misery at the hands of humanity, causing him to develop multiple personalities, which he eventually slays after deciding that the only way to end all suffering is by destroying the world.
だがそれでは私を殺すことはできない。
Along with his immortality, Utsuro's status as the legendary swordsman makes him an unstoppable beast on the battlefield, forcing the Yorozuya trio, Umibozu, Kamui, as well as the Shinsengumi, to join forces in order to beat him.
そんなに怖いですか私が
Even with such an impressive alliance, Utsuro still manages to leave behind a mountain of bodies in his quest to end it all. Number 2, Alucard vs everyone. Hellsing Ultimate. Leave it to the world's most powerful vampire to decimate his foes in the most brutal way possible.
My lord and master, Integra Hellsing!
With London becoming ground zero for a massive battle, Alucard comes head-to-head with the forces of the Vatican and the Millennium Organization. The situation is so extreme that Integra orders him to unleash his final form, Level 0. In doing so, Alucard summons the souls of everyone he's ever killed in his long life to aid him in battle. Both armies are soon overwhelmed and swallowed by Alucard's familiars in a tidal wave of blood and undead. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Madara vs Shinobi Alliance. Naruto Shippuden. This man takes the belief of strength in numbers and crushes it under heel. After being brought back to life, Madara gives the Shinobi Alliance a harsh reminder of why he's known as the strongest shinobi. While warming up to his newly resurrected body, Madara kills hundreds of ninja with nothing but his bare hands, before escalating his attacks and causing even more devastation. It isn't until he busts out the legendary Rinnegan that he finally gets serious, and by summoning not one, but 2 giant meteors. Madara is so out of everyone's league that he's basically Divine Wrath incarnate. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.